You just can't continue to beat that drum and hold fast to those beliefs, those chronic thoughts. That's what a belief is, isn't it? It's a habit of thought. So why would you have habits of thought that don't let you be who you are? Why would you have habits of thought that hold you apart from who you are? The only reason can be that you don't get it, that your thought becomes your point of attraction. You don't realize that you're literally splitting yourself apart by having two vibrational point of views that law of attraction is responding to. And the other reason, the big one, is the one that we would focus upon if we were standing in your physical shoes. You must not care how you feel. Because if you cared how you felt, you'd guide your thoughts to thoughts that feel good. And when you guide your thoughts to thoughts that feel good, you would come into alignment. In other words, you are a lover. And when you find someone to be mad at, and you hold them as your object of attention for a while, and you build a big case against them, oh, we know, they deserve it, they were bad. You're not making this stuff up. You observed a reality and you hated it, and you talked to others about it and they agreed with you. And then you joined that online chat group and they agreed with you, more or less. And you wrote it in your diary. You want your children to understand what happened to you. History is so important here. And without meaning to, you trained yourself by your attention to this subject. You trained yourself into a vibrational attitude or mood that then law of attraction helps support. So you gave your attention to it, so you activated a vibration. And when you activated the vibration, it didn't take long before your point of attraction was affected. And things that supported that thought began to show up in your experience. And then you said, see, I told you I was right. And now you have evidence that supports what you expected anyway. And now you talk to your friends about the evidence. You write it in your diary. You blog about it. Blog. It's a good word, blog. So descriptive of what's happening, blog. So you blog about it, and then you activate the vibration even more, and now you get even more evidence about it, and then you say, this is reality. And we say, there's so much better reality waiting for you over here. And you say, I know, but to get that reality, I would have to consistently feel good, and it's just not worth it. Oh, wait, you don't say that, but you must mean that. I'm comfortable feeling bad. I'm used to it. My mother felt bad. Her mother felt bad. Most of my friends feel bad. We just feel bad. It's what we do. We face reality, we feel bad, but it's what we do. And we say, as long as that is sort of your mindset, as long as you are not really particular about the way you feel, as long as you don't care how you feel, then we understand how you can be sloppy in your thinking, and you can give your attention to lots of things, and you can create lots of reality, and then you spend your time, most of you as humans, documenting the erroneous realities that have been created by other non-deliberate creators by default also. And then you write history books about the civilizations and the way they lived to support your theory of reality. And meanwhile, you're doing just what you knew you would do. You came forth into physical, you mixed it up, you gave birth to all kinds of better reality. The source within you collected the data of the better reality from you and you and you and you and you. And the better reality remains as this vibrational potential that future generations will live, because they will not be holding to the same beliefs that you're holding to, that are preventing you from living the reality that you deserve, that you created, that you want, that you're blogging about, but that you're holding yourself in vibrational dissonance with, because of your attention of what is. You've got what is-itis. What is so compelling because there's so much about it that feels real. You're interpreting it with your eyes. You're interpreting it with your ears. You're interpreting it with your nose and your tongue and your fingertips. It's real, you say. It's real. It's not like this nebulous vibrational reality that Abraham is always crowing about. This is a reality that we can sink our teeth in. And we say, you've got a lot of things in your reality that you can sink your teeth in that are blissful and beautiful. And we think it is a wonderful thing when you give your undivided attention to lovely things. And we want to compliment you on the lives that you are building. In other words, you're doing exactly what you said you would do. You're mixing it up and you are causing an expansion of the universe just the way you knew you would. And your lives, for the most part, especially those of you who are here, are going very well. We do not want to give you the impression that we are disappointed at all in what's going on with you. We just want you to know that you meant to feel good. You wanted life to feel good to you. You want to have fun. You want to know your purpose. You want to feel worthy. You want to feel good about others. And when you feel anything less than any of those things, you're not being who you are. And the reason that you're not being who you are is because you have your attention upon something other than who you really are. We said to you, it was a promise that we made that we are keeping, that we would always hold our knowing about who you really are. And anytime you ask, we would come forth and tell you who you are. So here you are asking, and here we are telling you, you are source energy in physical form. You are creator of your own reality. You create through the projection of your thought. Your emotions are your guidance that let you know how you're doing in terms of whether you're keeping up with the furthest expanded version of you or whether you're not. And so we can see that we are living happily ever after together with you, leading edge genius creators out here on the leading edge of thought. You are among the rare humans who have apparently, by your participation here, decided, at least to some degree, that you are no longer going to be a creator by default. You're going to create deliberately. And that does mean directing your thoughts more specifically. But the way to do it is not by monitoring your thoughts. It will make you crazy. There are too many of them to monitor. The way to do it is by making a statement to yourself that you intend to really live up to, that says, I care how I feel and I want to feel good. And I'm going to let that be the criteria by which I choose my participation in behavior, my participation in conversation, and my participation in thought. I want to feel good. 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 As we're moving forward here today, we are eager to talk with you about anything that is important to you. If it's important to you, it's important to us. And we know you have some issues, and we know that those issues are, for the large part, about what is happening in your now reality. We know that it's what's happening now, and it feels big to you. But we want you to know that without exception, every time you're discussing with us something that you feel is happening right now in your reality, that there is a much larger reality that we are privy to, that you have incrementally put into place. And we are standing smack dab in the middle of who you really are, doing everything that we can do in the context of what's going on here to bring you to thoughts that will cause you to move in the direction of who you really are. We are not big supporters of your arguing for your limitations. We are not big supporters of your long, detailed stories of how it is. Because every word you speak about what is just activates the vibration of what is further and holds you more, longer, out of vibrational allowance of who you really are and what you really want. There's no way of getting around it. Esther will argue with us, Abraham, you got to give me this one. You have to admit that that was wrong. Abraham, where'd you go? You got to give me that one. You got to give me that one. Look at all of this evidence. And we say, oh, we just love it when you get yourselves in a jam where the contrast makes you feel so vividly what you do not want. Because in your keen awareness of what's gone wrong, you radiate a rocket of desire that comes forth out of you with clarity and precision and powerful asking and attraction. And we know that while you are temporarily waylaid, while you have put yourself in the position where you cannot begin to feel the fullness of who you are, that contrasting experience has made you more. And we benefit from the expansion immediately. If we were to go with Esther when she finds something that she's unhappy about, we would defy the longevity and the eternal nature of our being. Because what non-physical always promises to do is to ride the rocket of your request and hold fast to the furthest expansion of your request. If we were to go back with Esther and beat the drum in justification with her about what went wrong that made her ask, then the eternal nature would be defied, and that cannot ever be. We are tuned to your expansion, and it's good for you, because as we are tuned to your expansion, if you are to be who you are, you've got to tune yourself to the expansion. So you can always trust that if you are reaching for the best feeling thought that you can find, that you are tuning yourself to the expansion. Don't misunderstand. You don't have to get all the way into alignment to start feeling good. You just have to point in the direction of who you really are, and you'll feel relief right away. But if you turn in opposition to who you are and continue to beat the drum of justification, to beat the drum of evidence, then you just hold yourself longer out of vibrational alignment with who you are. And it is so wonderful that the laws of this universe are consistent. They don't wiggle around on you. You can count on them. You can trust that when life causes you to expand, that expansion has taken place. And we want you to know, and this is the most important thing. This is the most important thing, and it's the thing that most of you are not understanding fully. We'll talk about this a lot today. When you have a situation that causes you to expand, and the larger part of you does, and then you in your physical form keep looking at what went wrong and keep pointing at that rascal who did you wrong, you use this, don't let this upset you, blessed person. That's the part that annoyed Esther the most. This blessed person. This blessed person who was responsible in large part for your recent expansion, and you're using that same person as your excuse not to take your expansion. That's why you're extra mad at them. You're co-creating with them. They helped you expand, and now you think it's their fault that you feel so bad. And we say, it's all you're doing, isn't it? We are eager to talk with you about anything you want to talk about. We're going to have a wonderful day today. We can feel the power of that which you are. Be easy about it. Don't worry if somebody's in the chair for a long time. Some of them will be. And the reason is because this gathering gathered before you dragged your physical bodies here. So what you want to talk about has already been recognized. And there will be a sequence of unfolding that will give the answers to what you want in a perfect unfolding way. So just relax and try to foster within yourself the attitude of, I'm going to get what I came for, and clarity will be mine. And as I leave this gathering, I will have felt the powerful relief of turning in the direction, maybe even lining up completely with who I am. I'm on my way to clarity and vitality and well-being as a result of my focused attention here. All is well. So, you are a lot of trouble. Well, you know we like trouble. As I said, that contrast is a good thing. We're going to thread the needle. Stand if you think it's you. Not you. Not you.